Finn and Liz's love story is always troubled. It always seems that someone is intentionally causing trouble, not wanting them to get together. In this week's episode, General Hospital Explorer said that Liz kept thinking that it was her son who didn't want her to fall in love, so he deliberately disrupted the relationship. But when she asked, he pretended not to know anything. Aiden's side was always skeptical if it was because of the spirit of his dead father. Franco, because the brothers had never acted like Liz, said, "Are there really ghosts in this world? Why would you want to mess with Liz and Finn? Who is it, after all?" Aiden planned to go and invite him to worship for his family, even though he didn't want to believe it either. But who else would disrupt Liz and the others? Maybe Franco hasn't forgotten Liz, so he doesn't want her to move on to someone else. This is so hard to believe. Do the teachers Aiden's invite work? Finn then listens to Aiden and turns to Lucy for help, but Finn and Lucy don't seem to get along well, as they bicker throughout the discussion. Lucy offers many good fortune tellers, but Finn always refuses. When she didn't want to help anymore, he agreed to go to see the last person she offered. Will the fortune teller help Finn and Liz, or is it true that there's no Franco soul at all? During the time of being harassed, Liz and Finn also investigated a lot, but to no avail. No suspects were found. Liz is tired of living in fear. Now there's only one way to think about Franco. Can a fortune teller bring Franco's soul to question, or will it be someone else's? If it weren't for Franco, would Finn help Liz guide her to find that person through a fortune teller? Liz seems to have reached a climax when she sees the psychiatrist. She lives in fear, anxiety, sometimes even more sleepwalking. Even having the Finn there wouldn't be of any help. Does this fortune teller live up to the word of mouth reputation in real life? Can you summon Franco's soul? Although Liz's children do not agree with Liz going further, they really haven't taken any disruptive actions. Therefore, when they heard Liz speak, they felt very unjust and somewhat worried about their mother when she encountered such a thing. Aiden knows that Franco loved Liz and his cousin while he was alive, so when he couldn't find the troublemaker, Aiden immediately thought of his father. Is it possible that because Franco wanted Liz to stay and take care of them forever, he deliberately disrupted her party? Is Franco really that selfish? Aiden will do his best to find out the truth. Aiden immediately went looking for information about fortune tellers, as well as looking for stories related to spirits. He wanted to quickly get the truth, and he goes to Lucy to get a better understanding of these phenomena. Is what Aiden is doing helping anything? Lucy was also very enthusiastic in answering Aiden's questions to every extent she knew. Everyone wants to get the answers to these problems. Quick. When will we know the truth? There were reports that it was about Liz's imagination. They looked at the camera and saw Liz had a lot of strange expressions. What's the truth? Was it Liz's imagination? Is it also hard to say for sure because Franco had also been gone for a while? After that, Liz also appeared by her side and took care of her, helping her to calm down a little bit when she lost her husband. Or without Franco's soul at all, could it be that Franco's not dead yet? So what happened to Liz recently? What will happen? Let's look forward to the next part.